Hey, Mark.
Hey, Bart.
How's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. You know, you have a lot of beautiful lithographs and photographs and a lot of old black and white photos around here in the museum, but I always love this one. It's in color. What's going on?
Yeah, very colorful. Done by an artist named Ron Lewis, who was huge in the 80s and 90s. He did a lot of sports artwork, especially baseball. And this one is cool because it pictures all of the living members of the 500 Home Run Club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the 500 Home Run Club, what do you got left to right?
Well, you've got Ted Williams, Frank Robinson, Harmon Killebrew, Reggie Jackson, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Mike Schmidt, Ernie Banks, Eddie Matthews, and Willie McCovey. So those were the 11 guys who were alive at the time.
Pretty good all-star team.
Pretty good all-star team. All of them in the Hall of Fame, every single one. This picture was done in 1988. At the time, these 11 players were all living, and there were only 3 that had achieved the 500 home run mark that had passed away. Babe Ruth, Jimmy Fox, and Mel Ott. There were 14 total, and it's a really cool kind of fantasy picture of all these players in their own uniforms lined up at Yankee Stadium with that beautiful facade in the background. So it's just a great fantasy artwork.
Right, well, for a fantasy, it looks like they're all really hanging out together.
It looks like a photograph, doesn't it? He did a beautiful job positioning their bodies and making them look like they're having a lot of camaraderie and they're all smiling and together. But what I love most about this is that it's signed by each player up the leg each time. So it's got that uniformity that a lot of them don't. This is one where they actually took the time, and in addition, they each put their home run totals under their name.
Did they sign at the same time, or did they have to go around the country to get it signed?
That's a good question. I know it was done both ways. I know they got these guys together for a few shows and promotional events in which they would sign at the same time. The pens look a little different to me. Reggie looks like he used black, whereas Mickey Mantle used blue, so I would say they were all done maybe at separate times on this one.
You know what's funny to me is they all seem like classic names, and Mike Schmidt just kind of stands out a little bit. You forget what a tremendous, powerful hitter he was.
Oh yeah, he's probably widely considered as the greatest third baseman of all time. Some might say George Brett.
Some might say Tony Perez.
I would say Tony Perez if they would have kept him at third. So you had these 11 guys plus the 3 who passed away, Ruth, Fox, and Ott. And that was a total of 14. Well, now to this very day, there are 28 who have done it. So the total has been doubled since this was done in 1988.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not the rarest piece in the world, but it's always been one of my favorites.
Oh, it looks amazing on the wall. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool if it's that spot just right.
The artist is who again?
His name was Ron Lewis. He was really big in the 80s and 90s. He did a lot of these types of things. He did a different one for the 500 Home Run Club in a triangular format, which was really cool. He did Triple Crown winners. I think he did Cy Young winners and the 3,000 Hit Club as well. So he did a lot of these kind of things and kind of speaks 1980s and 1990s.
Right. And they're all in their original uniforms. So cool.
Yeah, it's interesting which uniforms they would pick for them. For Willie Mays, they picked the home jersey. For some reason, McCovey got the road jersey.
And then Schmidt has the blue Phillies away jersey.
Yeah, the away jersey. It looks kind of cool in blue and kind of brings balance to it. I'm surprised they put Killebrew in blue because the vast majority of his career was played in a flannel uniform.
Right.
So it's really kind of weird that they would pick that modern 70s Twins uniform.
But it does get that balance you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's why the artist liked it.
And of course, the showman Charlie Finley would be proud that his A's jersey is sticking out of the crowd.
Yeah, like a sore thumb. Reggie's got the green on, which looks pretty cool, actually.
It does look cool.
Yeah, I really think they did a beautiful job with that piece.
Well, that's wonderful. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
Hey friends, just days after Mark and I taped this episode, we lost the Say Hey Kid, probably the greatest 5-tool player of all time, an iconic representative of all that is great about our national pastime. Rest in peace, Willie Mays.